Good morning. So it's 7:15 on a Saturday morning, and my local post office is only open for 1 hour from 8:30 to 9:30. So whenever I am home on a Saturday, I like to really make sure I get all my orders to the post office. This will be 13 or 12 less orders than that I don't have to take on Monday. It just clogs it up less on Monday, and I think it helps my sales all weekend. I just think eBay knows that I've sent things, the tracking is in there, and and just if I'm cleaning my garage or condensing things, it just helps that many more items to be out of there. But first, I want to do a really quick haul video. I went up to my local thrift yesterday, and I didn't find a whole lot of real high-end things, but they did have pants for $1. And I am really, really trying to up my profits this year. And there's several ways, as everybody knows, it's common sense. You either reduce your expenses or you up your you know, uh, order value, or you just list more. But listing more seems like common sense. It just seems like, well, just go buy more stuff and list it. But that can run into cash flow issues, which I am definitely having. I don't have a death pile, other than like what I just brought home from the bins. Technically, right this minute, I have stuff to list, but I have no death pile that lasts more than just 4 or 5 days. So I don't have money tied up in inventory like that. And yet, to keep expanding and keep trying to get to that next level, if you just spend your profit from last week to go buy more stuff each time, that's great. If you have another income, if you haven't gone full time yet, that's great. But in my case, I am full time, and so I need a certain amount to live off of. So to expand is a lot slower. I wish I would have understood a lot of these business principles ahead of time before I went full time, about how much it really costs to expand your business. And I wish I could have just physically and mentally hung in there maybe another year or two and just not taken any salary out of the business and then just put it all back in. But I don't technically really have any regrets. This is just going to be a different kind of a challenge. Working full time, especially as a night nurse, and trying to grow an eBay business, that's a challenge all its own. So I would just rather have this challenge. So, anyway, so my local thrift up there, they're really nice. They just don't accept a lot of donations. They won't accept any plush right now because they still feel like with COVID it's too dangerous. And I don't know how to say it. It depends on kind of who you are when you donate. They, I don't know. They just don't like to go through trash bags full of stuff that, may not be from a nice home in their mind. And I've seen them do it. It's not everyone, but there are some people, whereas really, if you own a thrift, or, and this is a organization, and I don't know exactly who's in charge of it, but if you own a thrift, or if you're running a thrift store, in my mind, just from knowing how much money I have to spend in a month, if they would just accept all donations, and even if they didn't want to touch them, just put the trash bags by the front and say, okay, these are ones from icky people that, or we think that, it's going to be low end stuff, or we think it's going to have a smoke smell, we don't know. Just put those bags by the front door and put free on them instead of just turning people away. Because I know my budget for the month is no less than $1,000 to $1,500, and I would love to just go up there and give it to them and just buy stuff by the bag full or whatever. But instead, when I'm in there, depending on who the worker is, and these are all volunteers, so for some of them it's a social thing. It's not really whatever. And they'll say things like, oh no, and then you'll hear them, chat in the back about, um you know, why they didn't take the donation and stuff. So you know, it's good. They're kind of nice to me because I try to give like brand new donations, and I, you know, go in there a lot and I spend what I can, and I've tried to get to know them. But anyway, you know, I just wish that they understood that there are a lot of us in town who we are willing to go through the dirty trash bag to find that one gem. You know, we don't want it thrown away without someone looking at it. And that's our only thrift in town. That's our only place to take stuff. So most people are not motivated enough to drive their donations somewhere else. So when they get turned away, and they say, oh no, we have too much, or we can't take it, or whatever, when that gets turned away, it gets thrown out. You know, it just goes to the trash or to the dump. And so it's kind of heartbreaking, but I go up there and try to get what treasures I can. So anyway, this was $1.50. It's just one of those, these are made out of either wood or really stiff paper. It's not anything fancy, but I don't have anything on my door right now, you know, for Valentine's Day or February or spring. I don't even really have a spring wreath. But anyway, so I paid $1.50. So I'm going to hang that up. That'll be cute for February on my front door. Now, the shirts are $3, which is very reasonable. They just doesn't look like they put much new out. And I'm trying to save myself a trip to the bins until like next Thursday or Friday. Monday, we're going to celebrate my son's birthday, and we will be out of town that day to a bigger city that has a Goodwill. So I'm going to try to just do my very best at that Goodwill and a couple other small stores in town. But, you know, I'm just trying to just slowly gather some stuff so that I can extend my trip to Denver. So this is an Eli Cattleman. It's a pearl snap, and this is a tall 3XLT, and it's just really cute. Normally on a Western shirt, even Eli Cattleman, I don't get more than like 12 or 15. Since this is a 3XL tall, I'm either going to keep it or I'm going to ask my consignment guy if he wants to pay $6 for it since it's big. So either way, either I'll make, by the time I pay all my fees, list it, pay my VA, etc., I'll make $10 probably pure profit if I list it myself, but I'll just sell it off to my guy if he's interested. Then this is a Levi's XL. It's denim. I do so good on denim shirts. And this is a this isn't a pearl snap, sorry. This is just a button front. But it's really, really nice. Just denim red Levi's. I think I'll put 23, 24 on this since it's an XL. Jean shirts that are Western flare I do better on than a normal just button-down shirt. I don't know if I'll get more than like 18. I'll look at the current prices and see. I may only put $19.99 on that. Okay, then here's my other shirt that I paid $3 for. This is a Scully, which Scully is a great Western brand. And I don't find it in women's denim that often, so to me this is really cute. So I'm going to look it up. I have no idea, but I knew I could get at least 15 for it. So I thought 3 to 15 is good. It is a size small. Otherwise, I think that's cute. I would wear it if it fit me, but it won't. All right, here are the pants. You know, $1 is about bin prices on the pants. So I went through all the pants. I really tried to think, okay, what can I even get 13 for? And it was only these 3 pair. The rest, I hope they put more out, but it was pretty slim pickings even on the pants. They have plenty of space in there. They could have put more out, but I just don't know what's going on with that. J. Jill. This is a size 16. And these are kind of a crop, but they're not tapered. They're kind of more of a straight leg. I don't think they have a style name. But either way, they're cute. I think I can definitely, with summer coming, spring and summer, they have a pretty paisley pattern. I think I can get about 13 plus shipping on that. I thought that was worth my $1. And then the So Slimming Girlfriend Crop. These are Chico's 1.5. These have kind of a lavender color to them. So I'm going to put, you know, lavender, purple, and then maybe even Easter. You know, around Easter, people will wear like a subtle purple. If you wore a nice blouse with this and pretty sandals, you could even wear this to, you know, church or something like that, depending on if you wear a dress on Easter or not. But these are nice. They're just a stretch. So for $1, I thought that was really good. And this is the kind of thing, like if they would just, even unwashed, or I mean, I don't think they wash it, but if they would just put this stuff out there, I would literally pay $1 for this kind of stuff all day long. And probably a little more if I didn't have to go all the way to Denver to the bins. So this is Talbot's, size 10. And I'm trying to do Talbots in bigger sizes, but this is a nice heavy wool blend pant, and it's a flare, not a wide, but kind of a flare leg, and just a really nice gray pair of somewhat heavy pants. These will have to go priority. These are the, oh, that's not the size, or the, oh yeah, here it is. Oh, this is just signature. Just Talbot's signature pants. And yeah, it's a, oh no, it's not wool. Polyester rayon stretch blend. So I lied, no wool. But anyway, these I think I should be able to get, you know, I'm going to start them at like $16.99. But if not, I mean, I know fall is kind of coming to an end, and those would be pretty heavy for like a summer pants, spring or summer pants. So I might only end up getting 13, but still $1 to 13. I'm okay with that right now. If it's going to extend by a few days, how long, you know, it takes for me to go to the bins. That's, you know, 6 or 7 more items. I'll try to, on Monday when we go to that Goodwill out of town, I'm going to try to get 20 or 30 items. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Oops, one of my little wood flowers fell off. So we'll see. Okay, guys, let's get to the shipping. So that's all that I got that day. I really was hoping for more, but okay. Let me make room here. All right. So my son sold a couple of things, so I'm just going to print off my sold listings awaiting shipment. Let me tell you how much we have total. So 12 items sold since yesterday, which is great. Today is a Saturday, so from Friday to Saturday morning, really early, 12 items have sold. And I think that's really good because the eBay app is having problems. And I think the statistics are something like 70% of people shop on mobile versus being on their computer. So you could go and buy things on your computer, but on the mobile app, my son was out and about trying to thrift and source, and he was having trouble with the mobile app. So anyone wanting to buy things would have also had trouble. So that is not good for sales either. At first I thought, oh, well, I'm not sourcing and my son can go do Amazon stuff. But then I thought, oh no, people trying to buy something can't buy anything. So then I thought, oh, that is really bad. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to print here. So yesterday I should have checked. I don't even know how many items I listed myself. I want to say I listed like 7 or 8 items myself. And then I did a lot of put away because I had all that stuff from that Denver trip where I listed in the hotel room, but I didn't put the stuff away, which I never do because it does create such a mess. So I did a lot of put away. I edited those items at the time. If they hadn't sold and it's been almost a week, I went ahead and looked and thought, you know, did I start that too high? So I went ahead and did some editing, maybe tweaked the title, gave it a number, and put it away. So I did about 10 or 15 items of that. And then I photoed a bunch of items. I have them right here. So I'm going to try to list about 8 myself without any help from the VA. I've already got the photos done. Sorry, the printer is loud. Okay, boy, that's a lot more pages than I thought. I think I have it on portrait or something instead. That's why I'm like, why is it so many pages? Anyway, Sorry, I try to have a certain place for everything, but I can't reach it over there to put it in the place it belongs. So anyway, I am happy with, the 12 orders. I feel very blessed to have them. They're $336.83 total. Of course, that includes the shipping. And then, of course, there are a ton of costs in there. So to be full-time, when it's $336.83 starting out, then you have your shipping costs come out of there. Then you have your cost of goods. Then you have your other expenses. I mean, that's, maybe $175 for the day net profit, if that. I mean, it's not horrible, but then I have to go rebuy inventory and try to expand the business. So it's not where I need to be. I like being at about a $500 day. And plus my active listings are going way down. So, what I did was I sent my VA 30 items, so he should be starting pretty soon here. And, he'll get those done for me this morning. So normally, if I had more inventory and I didn't have so much paperwork and things to catch up on, I would launch all 30. What I'm going to do is go ahead and schedule them out so that I can have 2 or 3 days off of listing. Tomorrow's church, and we have a busy day with potluck and everything, and I just want to be able to enjoy it and visit, so I'm definitely going to schedule 10 listings for tomorrow. And I'll probably launch about 12 just to make up for these 12 that I've sold right now. Make sure my store isn't dropping at least. So I'll put 12 better items than even what these are in. Schedule the rest out for Sunday and Monday. And then I'm going to do a lot of editing in my store. I'm going to pull things out of my garage, the oldest stuff I have, figure out why it's still there, keep editing, and then I really have to get started on my my paperwork. My mileage for 2023 is not done. I think there's a couple months at the end of 2022 that my mileage isn't done. I do have Mile IQ, which I pay $10 a month for. That keeps all my trips, very detailed, so the IRS can never question, because that doesn't pop up unless you were actually there. So to me, it's just easier than documenting all the time. With as much as I travel, it just shows exactly where I was in Denver. It shows everything. So I just use that. But yeah, I've got a lot of work to do to go in and tell it which drives were personal drives, which drives were business drives. And then you just print it out, and then your mileage is at least done. And so it's pretty quick, but it still has to be done, and I am behind. All right, so this first item is In the Heat of the Night. My son gave me 2 sets of these to sell on consignment. So I'll only get half of this. So this one is season 4. It's a 5 DVD set, volumes 1 and 2. So if you see In the Heat of the Night DVDs, I guess they are collectible. It's an old, if you're not familiar, it's an old cop drama, like a police drama, and it was really good. I watched it growing up. So they did not use promoted listings or a coupon, so it's $28 plus shipping. $39 total here. $39.22. Okay, parcel select. All right. I put it as not first class, even though it technically could have gone. So this is going to Bronson. It's MI, so I guess it's Michigan. So let's see. Priority is just a few cents more than parcel post, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them. And here we go. I'm a little bit tired this morning. I went to bed, and when I set my alarm to go off this morning, I had like 7.5 hours to sleep, and I fell asleep right away. Uh-oh, where'd my scissors go? Sorry about that, guys. But the neighbor's dog barked and barked and barked for, like, into the night. So I don't know if they were just gone late or what. It's fine. I mean, my dog barks too. It's just I bring him in immediately when he barks. But it's okay. It's just, I'm normally not that sensitive of a sleeper. Like, normally I can sleep through anything. But I think that woke me up, and who knows. So today I need to decide what I'm going to take to potluck tomorrow. I haven't cooked for weeks, really. Like, not any like true recipe, just because we've been sick, and then, you know, we were on the go after that. So I want to find something decent that sounds good and make us a little bit of it, and then take the rest of potluck. I might make a chocolate cake for tomorrow, because I need to make a chocolate cake for Monday for my son anyway. So I might just go ahead and tomorrow morning make my son's birthday cake, at least the base of it. So, all right, that one is done. So yeah, sorry if I feel like I'm on slow-mo. I can't say my words. I'm just kind of tired from last night. If I have to lay down an hour, I will. Today is pretty much a day off. When my VA has the listings done, then all I have to do is just go through, scan them, double check. He's very good. I do find things that aren't necessarily mistakes. I just don't like the keyword that he'll use or something, and I'll change it. So I definitely act like I'm listing the item. I don't just assume that it's right. I compare the item specifics with the title. I make sure, and I always have the items in front of me. I pick the item back up, just double check some things, look at his listing, and then I launch it and put it away. So I am the final person who, if there's a mistake, it's on me, because I was the last one to see it. Okay, so this would have been a really good sale. This is I showed this in a haul video. This is a Wannakomi like hoodie. And this is, you could just tell it was something special when I very first found it. And, but it had, the zipper doesn't work. So I had to just put it a lot lower. I knew that in the store. I didn't miss it. I was in the store and I'm like, boy, does this brand hold the value even if the zipper doesn't work? And I thought it did. So whereas I would have gotten $50, I ended up getting $27 plus shipping for $41.61. I think that's great on a flawed item. And I just wanted to kind of have that brand in my head. So anyway, it's sold via promoted, no coupon. I do sell flawed items if it's still an amazing item, and for whatever reason, I don't know how I've missed that brand. I've just never heard of it, and I don't know. Okay, so this is 1 pound 14 ounces. It's going to Idaho. And let's see, Parcel Select. I charged them $12.99 for shipping, so Parcel Select is going to be $7 or $8. Let me see what just priority is. UPS doesn't actually get anywhere today. If I have a UPS order, I'll go ahead and take it, get my scan, but it won't actually leave till Monday most of the time, I don't think. Okay, this is only $7.80 by priority mail. So I did have a viewer who really was pointing it out, and it's true. I always say, well, I made this much on the shipping. Well, it's true. I mean, you know, I have mailers, and any cost or any net profit I say I made, like if I say I paid $4 for something, so I made this much. Obviously, I mean, I have a VA, I have other office expenses, and just my mileage and my travels, I mean, to go get this stuff is a huge thing. So someday I would love to, you know, be organized enough, or just have enough time to put into the channel to like by the penny break down how much the expenses are of being in a business like this. I would love to do that, but it's just so time consuming. And, you know, I don't really want this channel to have to make a big profit, but to do that and take time away from my listing, I'd really have to have the channel be like making me money to be able to like spend that much time. All I know is, that I definitely know my expenses. You know, my VA, my mileage, my cost of goods, and the real kicker I think people don't think about is that like, my cost of goods for this item comes out of this profit, but then I still can't take everything in my checkbook after everything I've paid this week. That's not my money yet because I somehow have to go replace the inventory that I just sold if I want my store to stay the same. So I think that's kind of the cash flow issue always, is if I have $700, let's just say, left in my business account, and if all my bills are paid and taxes are paid and everything else, that $700 still can't come into my checkbook yet because I'm down 70 items for the week or 80 items for the week, and your sales will slump immediately if you don't go buy 80 more items. So that's where the cash flow hit kind of comes. And I am going to be, for myself, just detailing that more so I know exactly what I can take each week on average. And I just want that to be more cemented so that my taxes are paid in full by the time April comes and all of that. And so, you know, it's a lot less than you think. I can find or try to take a screenshot or something, but my sales for the year were $94,000, but my actual take home was nowhere near that. And there are some YouTubers who are more full-time and their YouTube channel is profitable. It's how they make their living, so, or part of their living. So like Sarah Stiles, she broke down her income with every single expense she has. I know she did that, and several other people I've looked at, and I think her sales were way over $100,000, and she only netted like 29,000, 30,000. Don't quote me, go look at it, but that's more like the truth, you know. Even if you're making a huge profit on the item itself, like I paid $3.75 for this hoodie and I sold it for $41.61 total, you know, you've got a ton of expenses in there that come out of that. So on this one, yes, I'm still making like 25 bucks. So that's great. But on some items, I'm not making that much. And that's, you know, just so many expenses that go with this business. So anyway, this is Wannacomi. Keep that in the back of your mind. Someday I'll do a video of like brands that I never find that you want to keep an eye out for, and Wannacomi is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the customer to priority. It's only going to cost me 25 cents, and I'm still keeping some money off of the shipping, almost like $3, so that's good, $3 to $4. All right, purchase. Yeah, there's so many videos and things I would like to make, but I am, you know, a full-time reseller, so my business has to be first, and then just make videos as often as I can. I think most of us are that way. I think YouTube can be a business for sure. I know some resellers who have successfully done that, but I just don't want that to be my bottom motive. It'll be great in 5 years. If it's making a profit, that would be great, but I'm not doing it for that. For me, my cost of mileage, now my gas money doesn't cost that much each month. You know, like I'll fill up my car 4 or 5 times with all my trips. And so if you look at that, that's like $150. So it doesn't seem like that's that big of an expense really out of the, you know, 4 or 5,000 a month that I sell 10, and then out of the, you know, net profit, say it's 6, and then so you're thinking, well, just $150 in gas, that's not a big expense. But wear and tear on your car, as I'm sure you know, is really a true thing. Like I paid $80 this week for an oil change, and I just had an oil change 2.5 months ago, you know, because I drive so much. So I think wear and tear and my mileage, I try to look at that as a real expense, because when you're putting this many miles on a car, if you're not careful, it will break down. And when that happens, in my case, it can be business related. Now, this year I helped my mom, and that's why I drove, and my car in 1 year has 36,000 miles. Now, most of that this year was going to Texas and helping my mom. So, you know, if I have a repair or something, I'm not going to necessarily think that that's my business, but you know, in the future it will be. Okay, I need more paper, guys. yeah, that's why I need about 3 days off. I need to just, for the new year, just relook at all my expenses, relook at, you know, any kind of time management I'm doing. And I wanted to do that the first week of January, but life just didn't work out that way. Okay, let's see here now. Hopefully this can go priority. This is a Boglin's Dark Lord Crazy Clown, glow in the dark, tri-action figure. I'm sorry it's already sealed from previous. I'm trying not to seal the tops of things now. I mean, actually it only has one piece of tape. Let's look here. If I can even show it. I'll show it real quick. To me, it is really ugly, but my son got these, and I don't know what he paid for them. I didn't ask him. All right, so anyway, they used the 25% off coupon I had, plus promoted listings, so $35.68 shipped. And we have one more of these. Usually anything that fits in this 10 by 10 by 10 box, it is pretty cheap to go priority. So I love this box. It's like, but if you go even a few inches higher above that, then it gets pretty expensive with your dimensional shipping. So I like the 10 by 10 by 10. So yeah, I'm going to probably drive out of town with my husband, just 40 miles. And we have a Kroger grocery store 40 miles away. And, you know, we just like it. Just, it's kind of to get out. I don't know if we'll have lunch or not, because I'm not going to cook until, you know, later. So we might just grab lunch there just as a treat. I had a real blessing yesterday. Well, 3 days ago, I got a call from the doctor's office, and I hadn't been for like 2 months. And I'm like, hello, you know, it's always scary. And they're like, you know, you had this scan or something a few months ago, which that was just normal, like everyday kind of stuff you're supposed to keep up with when you get older. So it wasn't I wasn't having any symptoms or anything. I was just trying to keep up on my yearly stuff. And so I'm thinking, oh, you know, just for that split second, you're like, oh my gosh, did they like it's not a normal scan like they told me 2 months ago? It just kind of goes through your mind, you know, or at least me. Maybe I'm a negative Nelly, but I just was instantly kind of like, yeah. And they're like, oh, well, when you have any kind of a office visit or a radiology thing or whatever they said, then you get entered into a drawing. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, good. This is a good thing. Anyway, so I won this like $25 gift card to the ice cream shop in town, and they have really good stuff. So, so I can't wait to go and use that. I don't know if we'll do it today, but they have really good sundaes, really good all of that stuff. So this is going to Maryland, this clown. It's $11.63 if I go parcel and $15.02 priority. So I'm going to be cheap and just send it the way they bought it. I would like to upgrade them, but that's like $4 more. UPS, if it was going out today, is $12.21, and that might be a little faster than Parcel Select, but not necessarily. And today especially, since it may not go out anywhere. So we'll get this shipped. I'm looking forward to getting my work done by noon and then just having today and tomorrow off. I've been, you know, I haven't had a day off for a while because, you know, just when I was sick, I didn't take a day off because I wasn't feeling bad, and I stayed home a lot. So, you know, at night we would watch some movies because obviously since I couldn't go anywhere during the day, I got a lot done. But we haven't really just had a day off where I had scheduled listings like it's supposed to be, and then you can take a day off and feel like your listings are still going up. And that's what was so stressful about the last bins trip, is not the bins trip or being there or being stuck in Denver. That's all kind of my normal life. It was just that I had 4 days with no listings going up, and I struggled in the hotel room to do it. So that's the thing, is I am not going back to the bins until I have like listings for all next week. So today, what my VA gets done should get me through Monday night. Then I've got 10 behind me. I'm going to try, depending on how fast he's getting his done, I'm going to try to just whip these out. I've already got the drafts for them. And I'm going to try to have like through Tuesday or Wednesday, actually. And then I could do a huge cleanup, have all my paperwork done for the year, or, you know, for last year. Ask my accountant if there's anything else he needs. So yeah, I'm excited. I feel like I'm gaining on it. My life is pretty chill if I keep up with stuff. But when I get behind, oh my goodness. Okay, these I'm just really happy to get rid of. I don't know what the deal is on this. Allen Edmonds shoes can be a pickup, and I've had these just forever. They do, I guess they do say read in the title, so these must have some flaw. For just normal distressing, I don't put read in the title. I might put distressed. So that explains it. There must be kind of a flaw in the shoe. I can go look real quick, see what I put. So anyway, I'm thankful. I took $5. I want these out of here. Let's see what the problem is. I guess there's some pretty elaborate's not the word, but some pretty moderate creasing on top, like not the kind that you can necessarily buff out. So I guess I felt like they were, you know, needed mentioned. And so these are an 11.5 D, which is a great size, and they're the Grayson. They have a tassel on them, but I don't know where I got these. I'm sure I'm breaking even or losing money on these. Because I only took $5 plus shipping. But this is something that I reduced. This is one of those items that I pulled in here, decided that, you know, they weren't horrible. I redid the listing, and so anyway, I got $5 cash flow back. It sold via promoted, but no coupon. So goodbye, goodbye. Okay, so 214 and priority going to Tennessee. I read one time that with movies, that when they make 10 movies, like 7 of them lose money, 2 of them break even, and 1, you know, is a blockbuster and it pays for all of it, everything else that happened. And, you know, and I thought, wow, that, you know, I don't want to adopt that for eBay, but it does make me feel better when I am, you know, having to get rid of just that 1% of items that didn't sell, or that I'm going to break even or lose money on. I just don't even think about it anymore. I put everything up. I check everything the best I can at the bins and the very best I can in the store. I try not to bring home flawed items unless it's on purpose, like that one sweatshirt. And if something happens, if I get home and find out that I made a mistake, I just truly don't really fret over it, because it's a volume thing and that is going to happen. And these are the, you know, the only pair of shoes I think I've had that long. I don't even know how long. Okay, next. Yeah, I truly do feel very blessed to have any orders, because I tried to get on the app yesterday too at the little thrift store up here, and there were some things I would have maybe bought, but I just couldn't look them up on my phone, and they were too expensive for me to take a chance on, and I just couldn't get it to work at all. I could not pull up the active listings. I could pull up solds, but if you're a customer wanting to buy something on eBay, the solds don't do you any good. Okay, so this is chalk. This is vintage chalk, and vintage chalk can do just amazing, but my son and I thought we would get maybe 70 or 80 for this, but you know, we've had it for months and months. We've messed with the price. We've looked at everything. This is like anti-dust chalk, and he had seen some brands and some things go really high. This is vintage Crayola chalk, so I mean, if it was gonna go. This is from 1988, and it's 156 pieces of chalk. It's like 13 boxes. We just couldn't get it to move. So we finally took an offer for $47.60 shipped. It sold via promoted, but they did not use my coupon. I think they made me an offer. Was it even this morning, maybe? February 4th. Yeah, just this morning. So anyway, we're happy. This is kind of, I mean, he made a huge profit on this. I think he got this at a garage sale for just, you know, nothing, just in a box. We have one more box of chalk in there. It doesn't seem to be going either. So whatever the secret is on the vintage chalk, I don't know if ours isn't old enough or what, but it's okay. We still made a profit. It's just not what we wanted to do. And I had to double wrap this. I mean, chalk's pretty, in my mind, chalk is almost like a breakable. So it did take some work. It's not something I would do again unless I somehow had proof that I was going to get like 70 or 80 bucks. So this is only going to Iowa, which is good. Parcel Select would be $8.91, but I'm going to try to upgrade them just so that this gets there. $9.15. I'm gonna upgrade to priority mail, try to get this thing to them safely, and double check everything. Still a good sale. I'll still get let's see, it's $30 after eBay fees. We split everything before eBay fees because my son buys everything. If you haven't watched my videos, he buys everything, puts it on a spreadsheet. Then my part of it is the listing and the shipping, and I pay my VA. So, I mean, I'm going to get about $10 in the end for my time and trouble. He'll get closer to 15, so he'll get his $5 back or whatever. So definitely not something we would go to the trouble for 10 bucks each. That's a lot of work, actually. I would rather sell another clothing item. That's why being an expert and being in a niche is important, because if you sold a lot of chalk and writing utensils and ink pens and vintage stuff, you would know right away why this chalk didn't move as opposed to the other chalk. But because I'm pretty much a clothing seller, anything we make on the hard goods is just gravy, because, you know, I'm not an expert. Maybe someone with a vintage store who had a lot more vintage kind of weird items like this could have gotten more too. You know, they had to find me, and they're looking in my store and they see a bunch of pants and then they see the chalk. So, that really is true in my mind, that niching down does not hurt your store at all. Okay, these are a brand that I had never seen until a month ago, and then I was at the Normal Goodwill in Laramie, Wyoming, and I saw a pair of pants called Little Donkey Andy, and I've never heard of them, and I looked them up, and for $4, they couldn't quite sustain the price at the Normal Goodwill. And this is a brand I've never heard of at all. And never, I don't think I ever heard of it on a video on here. Like, I watched so many resellers and I've never heard of it. Then, like 2 days later, I was at the bins and I found this pair of shorts, Little Donkey Andy. And I'm like, is this like a new brand, or am I just seeing this for the first time? Maybe it's been there, but the name is so distinctive. I think I would have remembered it. Anyway, so the shorts were a pickup. I thought, okay, for, you know, $1.20, they're a pickup. So, it sold via promoted with my 25% off coupon. And so it's $17.70 total. So, and it's 9 ounces. So I would have charged them probably $6.75. Let's see how much shipping is going to cost. So we should get like another, oh no, 607. Ooh. Oh, New Mexico. Why did I say Tennessee? I don't know why I said that. Yeah, going to New Mexico, Farmington, New Mexico. So even to me, that's really close by to Wyoming. But anyway, actually I have my ounces too high. That's part of it. My ounces are only 9, and I had 15 in there. I must have been listing away from home without my scale, is what I must have been doing. So then I always overestimate. Anyway, so it's only going to be $4.81, and we charged $6.50. So we'll get another $1 in toward all the expenses of, you know, everything in the business. I think this month I should be good on ordering any supplies. For a while there, I just couldn't keep up, and, you know, I was trying to, you know, take money out of the business, buy my own Christmas, make sure that I was solid in my own checkbook, but I needed like huge amounts of tape. I didn't have any mailers. I kept running out of these. It's just like every day I was spending like $50 to get my shipping supplies back up, and that's great, but, you know, that just took a lot of my ability to transfer my own money out. And so anyway, I think right now, finally, I know I have like a month or two of tape. I know I have a couple weeks of these things. And then I used my eBay shipping supplies coupon to get a bunch of mailers. So I shouldn't need this size mailer, like just the normal kind of, what are these, 12 by 12, or I don't know what size these are. They're kind of the smaller size. So anyway, I'm stocked up for a while, thankfully. Okay. $12.68. I didn't mark on there. On the outside, these should be Lane Bryant. Yes, just Lane Bryant jeans. These are a 20 petite. So real cute. And these are boot cut, which is good. I don't know why. I know if I held out and just keep buying Lane Bryant and get a store full, maybe I'll get more. These are an older item, though. This is an older listing. These do not say they have a flaw. These are the Genius Fit. Anyway, I'm on the 4000s in my listing, and this is number 1268. So to me, this is a clearance item. Again, why it didn't go at first, I have no idea. But to the customer, I mean, they paid $19.12 total. So that's a lot of money for a pair of jeans, I think. A pair of used jeans for the customer. So, yeah, no promoted, no coupon. So that's actually what we took in. Let's see here where it's going. On padded flat, it doesn't matter anyway. It's a flat rate. But yeah, I don't know why these didn't sell sooner. My pictures look good as far as I can tell. What did I do with my tape gun? Okay, going to Maryland. So yeah, and I actually lost 5 cents on this because on the shipping, because I only charged $8.25 because these were so long ago, and it cost $8.30. So on all this older stuff, that's why I want to spend just a couple days where I just kind of sit down here and it's kind of a day off. I need 4 or 5 days off. I really do. But I still kind of work on my days off, but I'll sit here and I'll just put a movie on that I never get to watch, and then I'll just edit listings all day long. But there's no like time frame. I'm not actually working. If I, you know, decide not to do it, I don't have to, but it really clears out my my garage, because I am selling a lot of that old stuff that I showed on those 2 editing videos, and we're actually getting some stuff edited and out of here. Alright, guys. This is a Marmot jacket. It's a real lightweight jacket. It's gray and it's going first class. Let me see if I can pull this out of here. So I always put packable on anything like this. So if you were going on a hiking trip in your backpack, this is definitely a packable jacket. And I noticed some shorts and some jackets are starting to say that on there now. And so I've learned that packable is a great keyword if it's something really thin that can roll up like that. And I think it's helping. So I got $19.99 and then plus shipping $26.49. It did sell via promoted, but no coupon used on that. So this is an older list. Oh no, it's a newer listing. Let me see. I did not put Gorp Core in here. So that is a word I would have put if I had listed this after I learned about it. I think Gorp Core would have been very apropos, or whatever the word is. It would have been, anyway, it would have fit. Okay. I don't know what the word is. Let's see, what is the name of the place? We watched a really good documentary on, I guess it was Freebie. Let's see, it's okay, Mont Saint Michel. Of course, I don't speak French, but Mont Saint Michel monastery, and the history of that going way back to, I want to say, the 11 or 1200s. Don't quote me, because I was tired last night watching it. But oh my goodness, that place is just an amazing documentary. So we when it was time to chill, we watched that, and so catch that if you want to. This is going to Pennsylvania, and it's 13 ounces. That's how packable it is. And I actually, let's see, I was charging $6.50 at the time on this. That's why I keep bumping up my first class money. Like, I'm at $6.75 now for first class. This is $6.50, and it cost me $6.60 to send it to Pennsylvania. So I need to, I don't care if I'm actually accurate on the shipping. I don't try to bump up and charge an extra handling fee or anything. I'm not purposely actually trying to do that. I think the customer is not dumb and they'll know that. But the shipping just keeps going up. I haven't had anybody say anything about going to $6.75 first class. So as far as I can tell, my sales have not dropped doing that. I'm trying to think of what sounds good for potluck at church tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe taco salad. I don't know. I'll make 2 or 3 things. I'll make one savory dish and then probably a big chocolate cake, like I said. Something like that. Okay. We have Torrid flare leg, size 14. These are pants. They're more like a stretch pant. Let's see what these are. I've been picking up Torrid again. You know, if I get it at the bin. So this did not use a promoted or a coupon, and so I got 14 plus shipping, so $25.18. But I would have paid $1.89 for these because they're over a pound, or they're over a pound. So I actually would have paid like $2.25 for these. I correct that because it's $1.89 a pound in Denver. For some reason, maybe there is a 20-cent discount if you buy enough. I don't know. I seem to be getting charged $1.69 most of the time. For whatever reason, I can't see it on the chart that there's a discount, but either way, maybe that's how it rings up, or they're having a sale, or who knows. But anyway, so I would have paid $2.25 for these. So, you know, it's good. It's still probably, after all expenses involved with just this pair of pants in general, not like all my business expenses, but my VA and everything else, it's probably a net of like 7 or 8. And then, of course, you know, we have other business expenses too, but not bad if you do it in volume. Bad if you don't do it in volume. That's not good if you're not trying to do 20, 30 items a day. Right now, I'm just gearing back up. There are times, especially over a weekend, where I will have 40 items going out on a Monday, but I'm not listing enough for that to happen right now. So you can't complain when you're not doing the work. I'm going to count how many items I have behind me. I have 5 hard goods left. I have this Furby that I need to just check the battery compartment, take the price off, make sure he works. And then I have these little things. I've showed these already in a haul video, but these are 1958 Holt & Howard. And so I have about 5 hard good things left to do. And then that's all of that I have. And then I have, I want to say 50 or 60 items, clothing items behind me to do. And then I have probably 3 or 4 items out of my own closet that are nice, but I'm just tired of them. I've worn them for a year, maybe even longer. I'll show those to you when I pull them. And so, you know, I'll grab those. And so if I do just 10 items a day and just try to maintain the store, now today 12 sold. Yesterday, what did I say, 6 sold? So I could still just do 10 today and not be too far behind. Yuck, there was some hair on here. But I'm at like, I think I'm at 978 listings, so I have dropped in the last few days, because I was at 1,000 like a few days ago. I had 1,000 just equal, and then I've been like in a couple weeks before that I was at, you know, 1040, like 1,040 items. So I am definitely dropping. Let's see how many active I have here. 968. So, ooh, ouch. So, I mean, technically speaking, I should just list everything the VA gives me today, but I want tomorrow off. So I at least want tomorrow off, and I really need Monday just to do paperwork. We're going to go halfway through the day on Monday anyway, out of town to celebrate my son's birthday. So that will only be, you know, a shortened work day anyway. So I really need to get listings up for that. So I'll see. Sometimes I just, you know, I really have a lot of energy, and if my husband, he has stuff to do today too. So if he's busy and occupied, and, you know, then maybe we'll just watch something tonight together, and I'll just get some extra work done. This pair of Levi's, thankfully it finally sold, is, it has a flaw. I have flaw in the title, so that's really a good price. And this is number 1308. And I am on the 4,000, so I really think this is from that group, from that estate sale that I've talked about in the past, where they just gave me like 10 tubs of jeans just at an estate sale, and we just loaded them up. They said cutter fabric, but when you actually looked through the top layer, they had started to cut them, and there were a lot of cut pockets and things like that. But then there were a lot of just full pairs of jeans in there that nothing was wrong with. And so I made my money on that since it was free. That was great. They did not use a coupon or promoted listing, so I got $12 plus shipping, $21.57. Really good for a flawed item. Very good for a flawed item. I will take it. All right, let's go see where this is going. Let's see, 191 or 1.90, I should say. So yeah, so I lost a nickel on the shipping, or I charged a nickel less than what I'm going to pay back out. I charged $8.25 since this is a real old listing, and it's $8.30 to ship it. But that's okay. I would have literally probably taken $2 on these, you know, because they say flaw, they're old. I am really committed to only selling flawed items that there's a reason for. Now, toward the end of that 10 things of jeans, I mean, I was just going to sell similar, put in the new pictures, and just change the few item specifics. And so I listed those 10 tubs of jeans in like just an unbelievably short amount of time, because, you know, they were all repeat. A lot of them were Levi's. There were some other kinds in there, but time-wise, I really didn't spend much, and that's why I kind of thought, you know, I'll go ahead and list the highly distressed jeans. And at that point, I was trying to figure out, what do people consider distressing? Like, I do sell jeans with holes in them all the time, and people like it, but then there's other brands of jeans or other Levi's styles of jeans where people don't want a hole in them. And I still don't have that down pat. I still don't know exactly when it's okay and when it's not. So I just went ahead and listed a lot of these flawed jeans as kind of an experiment. And I think it did pay off. I mean, I don't have percentage-wise more than like 1 out of 25. out of every 25 of those jeans I listed, I have like one left that the flaw must be either on a woman's pair of jeans where they don't want it, or just something I did wrong. I don't know. I do not know. All right, 2 more, guys. I hope more comes in. I've had a lot of these sales. I woke up to like 2 offers. I took both of them. I don't know if they paid. I can't remember what I even took offers on. And then just after I took those 2 offers, before I even started to ship, it was just like sales coming in. So I didn't have this many when I woke up at 5:30 this morning. These are J. Jill Ponte pants. They do say reed, so this actually has a flaw in it. So I am really happy with these J. Jill Ponte pants. I think I'm out now. I had 4 pair that I just started experimenting with after I heard someone else say that they actually picked up J. Jill. And so I've had 4 in the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I think they're gone. This is a medium with a flaw. So they sold via promoted, and I got $14.40 plus shipping, so $22.15. So I do think, I don't know which pair because I got confused, but I did pick up a couple of the Ponte pants at a normal Goodwill for $3.75. So this might be one of them. So then it's not quite as good as the bins, but I had heard about it, and I saw like 3 pair in a row at this Goodwill thrift, and I thought, you know, I'm going to go ahead and experiment and just see what happens. They are going first class for $6.44, but I only charged $6.50, so that is definitely break even. Going, oh wait, why won't it let me purchase shipping label? Let me see what's, oh, I see. After you change the weight, if you don't click below it, it doesn't take it. I'm like, what is going on with that? So yeah, I'm going to go drop these off at the mail. Then we already had breakfast. I just made, oh, what is it? They're the protein, oh, Kodiak pancakes. I just put some blueberries in them and made them. They were good. And we use sugar-free syrup, so we're trying. I mean, we don't always do that good. I had cake yesterday, so I'm not saying I'm doing that well. But for breakfast, I did good. And then we had some protein chocolate shake I made. And but I'm still hungry. It's just probably because it's kind of a day off. I still feel like I'm hungry. So I'm going to go get back, drink some more water, and then see if my VA is listing yet. If not, I'll start on my pile behind me. If he actually isn't listing it, I might go ahead and go to the grocery store out of town and get that over with and then get back. And then by then he'll be done and I can just follow behind him. I was afraid to do that when eBay was losing the drafts. And honestly, since they're having trouble with the app yesterday, it does make me a little scared. But the worst that can happen is I would have to pay him $30 to redo them, which I would not want to do. But if I had to, that's like the most risk I'm taking. So these were sold, no promoted listings or coupon used. Stick this here. So the order total was $21.35 and $6.50 of that was paid out in shipping. This is a cuddle down robe. It's a full zip. I don't have vintage in the title, but it did have a pocket. So it's just kind of a blue. Actually, let me see. Sorry guys, I'm just used to not showing you. And I've had requests, can you show the items more? And I really am trying. This is really a cute robe. It's a large, so it's like oversized, but I do really well on this kind of thing. Normally, casual active wear I do really good on. I was disappointed the other day. I found a, I mean, you can call it a muumuu or you can call it, oh, like a nightgown or a, I don't know, but anyway, it has patio in the title. What is the name of that brand? Anyway, it sells instantly for me. So if you ever see like a cotton nightgown that says patio something in it, make sure and look that up. I get about $20 to $25 on those. So I found one at the bins, and I pulled it just quickly and put it in my stuff, but it had quite a few stains on it. So it wasn't worth my time. But I love it when I find that brand. It always clicks media mail for some reason, which that's not going to work. Oh, wait, I'm trying to do... I thought 16... Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I don't know what I did on this. This is way over a pound, so I don't know why I didn't charge enough shipping, so I lost a little bit on the shipping on this one. I made a mistake on the shipping on that. I charged them for first class rather than $8.30 for priority, but that's okay. I was just trying to figure out what I did. All right, guys, well, that is the end of my mini haul and my shipping video. I'm going to go have a couple of days off, so unless I shop today, there is a little tiny thrift store where I'm going to get groceries, so we might stop in. If I do find anything interesting at all, I'll do a haul video, but otherwise, I hope you have a good weekend and have a good couple of days off. I'm going to enjoy my days off and church and just try to chill a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.